You and the females have sex. Yeah. Filmmaker Eli Roth is married to one of the female characters. Yes. This is his wife. Has anyone encountered another Keanu? Yes. Oh. I have a cousin. Something unexpected happened with Keanu Reeves. He's been Hollywood's silent force for almost 30 years, half mystery, part mythology. Keanu, known for his quiet existence and memorable roles, has always kept the spotlight soft. But this time, the news is loud. The internet is shocked and fans are shaken. What happened to the TV legend, and why is the world reacting? Built between everything and enough. This event is generating headlines and reshaping the Keanu legend. Wild new Keanu twist. Keanu Reeves' career was built on two unlikely factors: massive action flicks and full anonymity. People love him for it. He arrives, works, and leaves. Something is happening, and the internet won't stop talking about it. People share speculations and half-stories on social media. His fans want to know what's behind the scenes. Some speculate about his health. Others think a secret project was disclosed. The upheaval right now surprised everyone, but it shouldn't have. Keanu's life has always been about going against celebrities. He wants no attention. Anyway, he gets it. His name is everywhere online. To find out what happened to the man who never talks, people are probing and asking inquiries. The rumors are getting stranger. Keanu has done this before. Past public controversy has engulfed him. Most performers manage their image throughout their careers. Keanu appears as himself. People notice him because of that. There is more going on than most people realize. He's endured grief, pain, and other things that would shatter others. He doesn't mention it. The movies and videos of him being friendly to fans make people think that's the real story, but it's not. This scenario feels different because of that. He was moved enough to down his walls. The clamor never defined Keanu Reeves, who chose peace despite public conflicts and personal attacks. How did this established conflict management style affect his Hollywood growth and response to criticism? The 2008 lawsuit against Keanu Reeves did not fit his reputation. Alison Silva, a photographer, said Keanu's car damaged him and left him unable to work. The press devoured it. Hoped to catch Keanu doing something dodgy. But Keanu didn't bite. He didn't argue in court or shoot back. He showed there, kept his cool, and let the facts speak. Security camera evidence and witnesses disproved the story. Keanu was acquitted after the court dismissed the case. He didn't flaunt his acquittal. He could have tainted Silva for lying. He did not. He continued living quietly as usual. One terrible story wouldn't change him. After a year, crazier stories emerge. This time it was about Canadian Karen Sala. She claimed that Keanu is the father of her 4 children and seeks millions in child support. Her story lacked logic. She had no proof. The news covered it anyhow. As usual, he kept his calm and underwent a DNA test to clarify. Not because he had to, but to end the drama. The test confirmed his knowledge. He wasn't dad. The case was dropped immediately, but it still bothered him. He was repeatedly sued and had to defend himself against lies. It was more than weary. It challenged him deeply. Found it hard to stay nice when the world came for him. This scenario caused more than anger. He almost went over the edge to prove he could take the high road. Anyone else would have blown out, but he had to overcome the controversies. He faced hurdles in his career. Even after major parts in Johnny Mnemonic and Bram Stoker's Dracula, critics attacked his acting in the early 1990s. They called his performances wooden or emotionless. He avoided confrontational interviews and trying to change opinions. Instead, he worked. Skill development was his priority. Over time, his approach spoke loudly. He proved that sometimes the best answer to criticism is to keep going. Keanu Reeves' devotion led to tremendous success and a renowned career despite early setbacks and criticism. How does his calm, reserved character assist him face work challenges and public interest and speculations about his personal life? Sparks and shadows appear. Keanu Reeves' life altered in 1999 when The Matrix was a global hit. Playing Neo transformed his career in science fiction movies. He played a large action hero with profound emotions and a calm but strong presence. John Wick flicks made him a modern action star years later. These flicks have great battle scenes and intense emotions that resonated. Keanu became a recognizable face and one of his time's most beloved performers. People often wondered about his personal life off television. Many speculations circulated about him dating Winona Ryder and Charlize Theron. After their Dracula wedding, which featured a genuine priest, Winona's status became a topic of discussion. Their amazing connection in Sweet November with Charlize made people guess more. But Winona and Charlize always insisted they were friends, not lovers. As usual, Keanu would not discuss the reports, just letting folks chatter and staying quiet. Keanu on the metro or eating a sandwich alone on a bench are popular photos. They think these photos demonstrate he's cheap or prefers solitude. But there's more. He wore worn boots and lived simply. Fancy goods don't matter to him, not because he wants recognition for being humble. Many don't realize how generous he is. He quietly contributes millions to children's hospitals, funds cancer research, and even gives up some of his money to movie crews. These excellent deeds aren't for praise. They merely reveal his personality. Beyond the celebrity and headlines, his life formed him. Keanu moves with quiet dignity despite past allegations, continuous gossip, and public expectations. His sad but strong journey begins outside the red carpets. Born in Beirut on September 2, 1964, his early years were filled with obstacles that silently shaped the resilient, kind-hearted man the world admires. Keanu Reeves' empathy and strength come from a troubled background. How did his dysfunctional family, academic challenges, hockey comfort, and acting shape his early life? Prepare him for Hollywood fame. Roots and ice. Keanu Reeves was born in Beirut. His mother, Patricia Taylor, designed costumes in England. Father Samuel Nolan Reeves Jr. was Hawaiian, Chinese, English, and Portuguese. He had an interesting life from the start. When Keanu was 3, his father left. Their final meeting in Hawaii was brief and remote 10 years later. After their divorce, his mother moved constantly. They lived in Sydney, New York, and Toronto, where Keanu grew up as a teenager. The early years were ever-changing. Each new city and his mother's unsuccessful marriages made Keanu's life less stable. This left him feeling isolated. Not much improved after school. Sounds stupid, right? Well, it's good. That's its benefit. That's why the lettering said fast when I opened the cover. Then a bus bombing. If it drops below 50, it'll explode, etc. And it sounded great, so I liked it. It was entirely Hollywood only. Keanu was smart, but dyslexia made schoolwork difficult. He went to 4 high schools and was dismissed from one for not fitting into the rigid school system. While playing hockey, he was different. A fierce goalie, he was termed the Wall. He wanted to play for Canada in the Olympics. Unfortunately, an injury ended that dream. Keanu discovered acting about the same time. It gave him a purpose and redirected his restless energy. Keanu began appearing on small TV shows at 15. Even a quick Coca-Cola commercial showed his appeal. Getting into Hollywood was hard. Industry executives urged him to change his name, believing that Keanu would seem odd to audiences. He briefly used Casey Reeves, but it felt strange. Reverting to his birth name was a strong statement about keeping true to himself. He chose to stand out rather than blend in, launching a profession of self-expression. River's Edge, a serious independent film, gave Keanu his big break in 1986. He played an adolescent grieving a friend's murder, and critics praised his performance. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, a time-travel comedy, made him famous in 1989. Keanu didn't want to play one type of character despite his fame. Instead of playing comparable characters, he picked more complex and emotional roles. He bravely starred in a film with his pal River Phoenix in 1991. He proved that he was more than a good-looking actor who portrayed laid-back characters in this film. After playing hard parts, Keanu Reeves had a succession of personal traumas that shaped his life. How did the deaths of his close friend River Phoenix and Jennifer Syme and their daughter confirm his unique approach to fame and heartbreak? Less than 0.05 love, loss, brightness. Keanu Reeves bravely acted in My Own Private Idaho. Alongside his pal River Phoenix, he plays a homeless man searching for love and identity in this film. Later that year, you did something different in Point Break. As an adventurous FBI agent, he went undercover with surfers. He proved himself as a versatile and engaging lead actor in this physically demanding film. Sad things happened as Keanu became renowned. In the same year, his friend River Phoenix died from drug misuse outside a Los Angeles bar. He was devastated but didn't talk about it. Instead, he discreetly handled his anguish, pouring his heart into his performance and remembering River in every part following. His tranquility, emotions, and humility caught Hollywood's attention as well as his acting skills. These attributes distinguished him from other stars who sought attention. The biggest heartbreak of his life challenged his strength again. In 1998, he met Jennifer Syme at a Dog Star Band party. She was a friendly, smart film worker. They immediately connected. Keanu seemed calmer in 1999 when they were expecting a child. Their daughter was stillborn on Christmas Eve while Jennifer was 8 months pregnant. Both were devastated by this loss. Despite their best efforts, the melancholy ended their love. By early 2001, Keanu and Jennifer appeared to be reuniting. Friends thought they may mend by spending time together. Then tragedy struck again. Jennifer died in a Los Angeles vehicle accident on April 2nd. The crash was terrible since she wasn't buckled. Keanu was heartbroken again. He helped bring her casket to her burial next to their daughter. He grieved and thought before filming the Matrix sequels, and wondered why so much was taken from him. Despite suffering, Keanu never ceased caring for others. He kept giving, helping others, and living with strength. Keanu Reeves found comfort in important friendships and artistic relationships after a devastating loss. How did these relationships, his spiritual growth, and his openness to try new things like motorsports help him cope with sadness, love, and loss? Isolated from fame and misery, Keanu Reeves found consolation in his friendships. These ranged from brief to profound. He enjoyed his relationship with Winona Ryder. They became close on Dracula's 1992 set. Their characters were married by a Romanian priest on film. Winona later joked that they might marry legally, and Keanu, always amused, often agreed. The public rarely sees Keanu's kinder, more lighthearted side than this friendship. He was good friends with actress China Chow and director Brenda Davis, acting as godfather to her child. Keanu met artist Alexandra Grant at a dinner party in 2009, changing his life. They met differently than most romances. It began with creativity, not attraction. Mutual respect grew as they worked on 2 books of visual art and text, and imagination. By 2019, their partnership has grown. Their first public appearance as a couple showed more than a romance. Keanu's religiosity has always been personal and complicated. When discussing faith, he emphasizes meaning and interconnection over traditional religious limits. His Little Buddha filmmaking was transformative. Keanu didn't only understand the film's Buddhist teachings of compassion, impermanence, and self-awareness. Amazingly, scientists called a potent fungal-killing chemical Keanu Mysons in his honor in 2023. The name reflected Keanu's quiet but powerful life. Keanu revealed more in 2024. In an uncommon interview, he said he thinks about death often, not because he's terrified, but because it pushes him. Knowing life ends reminds Keanu to appreciate every moment and focus on what matters. It's not heavy. It motivates him. That year, he did something unexpected. He did motorsports. Keanu entered the Toyota Grand Prix at 60, swapping movie sets for racing gear. Even at 60, his willingness to attempt new things demonstrates that he believes in living fully and fearlessly. It shows he acts on his passion. How do his personal values guide his numerous deep and personal charitable acts? Kindness-driven. At Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Keanu Reeves faced a fresh challenge in the GR Cup North America race. He finished 25th and 24th in his 2 races, but he didn't care. He wanted to stretch his limits, be comfortable being uncomfortable, and try something new. This was another lesson to enjoy life, whether that involves racing automobiles or healing from suffering. Even with heart scars, he seeks new experiences to stay connected to life, not to impress others. Keanu handles life well, whether creating novels with Alexandra Grant, assisting friends, or racing automobiles. Though he doesn't seek popularity, he's always noticed. His calm and strong presence make him stand out, not his volume. His life doesn't match Hollywood movies. This unanticipated adventure is filled with loss, discovery, and bravery. Charity work reflects his kindness. A private cancer foundation was founded after his sister battled leukemia. His charity supports children's hospitals and research without his name. He volunteered at Idaho's Camp Rainbow Gold in 2020, visiting very unwell youngsters. Anko Dali named him one of the top 100 cancer care leaders that year. The honor was significant for someone who never seeks praise. Keanu said he doesn't think about money. His behaviors demonstrate that. Legend has it that Keanu contributed $125 million from his Matrix riches, but the truth is different, yet just as charitable. He gave up some income to fund the movie's special effects team's outstanding sights. He gave his 12 stuntmen Harley-Davidsons when Matrix Reloaded. He auctioned a signed training uniform for St. Jude Children's Hospital in 2023 with director Chad Stahelski and jiu-jitsu teacher Dave Camarillo following John Wick Chapter 4. Later, he handed his stunt squad bespoke Rolex Submariner watches and t-shirts that joked about how many times they had died on screen. Being charitable with his own money and helping charities shows he's kind. How do his private acts of kindness and basic, real personality outside of movies relate to his other creative efforts, like making motorcycles and writing books, which seem to come from his passions rather than fame? Soul of Keanu. Keanu Reeves kept making a difference. He sold Hollywood memorabilia to Windsor, Essex mental health initiatives, not for press headlines. Another proof of his unending kindness. Generosity is his natural trait. Not a show, but his real life. Giving money or spending time with the needy have demonstrated him to be a man who cares about others over the years. His kindness is consistent. Not loud, just exists. Acting is only part of Keanu's creativity. He founded Arch Motorcycle with designer Gard Hollinger in 2011 because he loves motorcycles. They make custom bikes for customers that value quality over style. He started company films with Stephen Hamill to tell Hollywood-ignored stories. After founding X-Artists in 2017, his passion of reading became obvious. Novels with Jessica Fleischman and Alexandra Grant. He explored poetry and serious thoughts in Ode to Happiness and Shadows, paired with Grant's stunning painting. In 2010, a simple snapshot of Keanu eating a sandwich alone on a bench went viral. The actor's quiet moment grabbed fans. They joked that June 15th was his cheer-up day. Despite his directness, Keanu was hungry and eating lunch. This raw moment captured Keanu's essence. His humility attracted people in. He didn't handle the story or develop an image. Instead, he stayed humble and genuine. Why does Keanu Reeves' refusal to play Hollywood make him more appealing to fans? What do you think of his kindness and grounding despite personal tragedy and public scrutiny? Tell us in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, click the next video. You'll like.